The first ever game I played was Pokémon Silver for the Game Boy Color. This is not that copy. My original got taken by my dad and given to a family member in Morocco, which was then lost in like 2 months. I got this copy of Pokemon Gold from a German retro game store in 2021 for really cheap. This, however, is my original copy of Pokemon Crystal that I bought at a flea market when I was like 7. I've actually had to fix the sticker on this one because it was already ruined when I got it. But why am I talking about these games? Well, it's because my favorite Pokemon of all time comes from these games. Now, I love Pokemon. I have ever since I was born, and I don't see my feelings on the series changing anytime soon. So for the 30th anniversary of the series, I want to talk about the one mod that has held its place as my favorite ever since I first saw it. Totodile. Pokemon's general design philosophy is that a Pokemon should be cute, but not too cute, and cool, but not too cool. It teeters on a fine line of both adorable and awesome. When it comes to starters specifically, Ken Sugimori has stated that starters usually showcase their personality on their faces, and that they usually come in sets of serious, cool, and funny. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that latter part of the philosophy was still used back then, but I feel like the Johto trio definitely fits these descriptors. Chikorita is the cool one, Cyndaquil is the serious one, and Totodile is the funny one. Now, when it comes to why Totodile is my favorite, I would say that he perfectly walks the line between cool and cute. He's a little funny guy, a little creature, a little, biting machine. He's my favorite type, water. He's my favorite color, parentheses, blue. And while that isn't something that is all that unique to many of the water type starters, I do feel Totodile differs in one very specific way. Totodile is a lot sharper than many of the other water starters. Others are very round in their general design, whereas Totodile is more angular, a little rough around the edges, you could say. And I love that about him. It makes him stand out amongst the others. Obviously, there's some bias in that Totodile was the very first Pokemon I ever chose as well. I won't deny that. But even now, I just feel such happiness seeing Totodile. I can't help but smile whenever I see him. People say you choose your favorite Pokemon because you see yourself in them. So when I see Totodile, I see a rambunctious and mischievous little creature, but also one that is kind and wants to help others. And I can definitely see parts of that in myself. And in some sense, I suppose that means I have some love for myself. But who cares about that? Let me show y'all some of my Totodile collection. This Totodile figure by Takara Tomy was one of the first Pokemon toys I ever got. I'm pretty sure I've had it since like 2006, and it's still one of my favorites. I doubt I'll ever get rid of this one. This Sitting Cuties plush I was gifted by my boyfriend Twilight Shadow. I believe it was a birthday present, and I regularly give it kisses to show him how much I love him. One random day, my sister-in-law texted me asking me what my favorite Pokemon was without any context. Then, a week later, they came over with a perler bead keychain of Totodile for me. I was genuinely in shock because it was so out of nowhere, and I still treasure it. One day, I was out on the town when I came across a store with a Pokemon Gachapon machine. And when I saw that Totodile was one of the options, I knew I had to try it. So, I put in the money, turned the knob, and I got Toxel. Thankfully, the guy that went before me got Totodile and actually wanted Toxel, so we ended up trading. So that was pretty cool. Shout out that guy. This one is a lot less interesting. This one I found in my local anime shop and bought it outright because I thought it reminded me of the Pokemon Rumble style. And I really like that art style for some reason. This one I got in 2018 from a place that shall not be named due to boycotting, but it was during their promotion with Pokemon. I went to the one near my high school and asked the employee at the counter, "Hey, do you have the Totodile figure?" To which he responded, "What's that?" And in that moment, I remembered that not everyone is really autistic about Pokemon like me. After explaining which one, they did indeed have it, and he just let me buy it without the meal. I found this artist on Twitter in 2020 named Teletolo who made these adorable Pokemon Polaroid prints. I thought they were the cutest thing ever, so I patiently waited for them to make a Totodile one, as well as the other Johto starters, and instantly copped them. And just look at these, they're precious! I'm unsure if they still sell these, but if they do, please show them some love and get a print. My mom went to a random craft store one day and came back with this like, "Hey, isn't this your favorite one?" And I was like, I mean, technically, he looks so derpy, but I still love him. And I'm pretty sure since that store closed, I potentially have the only one in existence. So, that's great. This one was a gift from one of my best friends after her trip in South Korea. I built it the same day that she gave it to me because I felt so honored that she had gotten it for me. And I love it more than anything, especially because it came from her. That being said, these nano blocks are kind of a pain. They fall apart if you look at them wrong, and the pieces are so small you might as well order a new one if one goes missing. This one was a birthday gift from my friend. He had asked if I could come over, so while on an outing, I went by his place and he had this for me. I haven't actually decided whether I want to unbox it or not yet, so it's currently just sitting in its packaging. I feel like it makes a nice background piece. This Sane plush was a gift from my good friend Terranus during NFC. There isn't really a lot to say about this one. It's just a really solid plush from one of my best friends. And my most recent addition to my collection is this pin that I wear in my bag, made by Vanilla Art, a Danish artist, which Twy got for me at People Market, a store for small artists to sell their stuff in a physical store outside of con period. If you're ever in Copenhagen, I would definitely recommend coming here. Now, I do think my collection is quite nice, but there are a few more things that I've been wanting to get, but for one reason or another, I haven't been able to get my hands on. First up, we have the Dancing Totodile from the 2018 Terrarium collection. I love how happy he looks. It's such a joy to look at. The Sakara Tomy Gira Gira Sunshine Volume 2 Lifesaver figure. He looks a little derpy, but I still love him. The Riemann Desktop Buddy. I wouldn't even use it for earbuds. I just love the flow of the figure. The water looks tasty and my boy looks like a cutie. Look at his face. Look at his little face. The Bite Squad Laundry Net, which I mostly want to get just because I need a laundry net for when I travel. And if I'm getting one anyway, I would like it to be goofy as fuck. The Jazzware Sleeping Plush, which I would have gotten, but the Pokemon Duel figure. He just looks so fierce and adorable. I know it doesn't actually exist, but I want it to. So if anyone makes figures like this, hit me up. I don't have any money. In closing, I guess I just wanted to talk about something positive. Life has been really down recently all around us, and it's important in times like this to remember things that make you happy. And for me, one of those things is my favorite Pokemon. So I hope you enjoyed the ramblings of a mad cat talking about his treasured crocodile. Tell me about your favorite Pokemon in the comments, and if you have any funny stories surrounding them. Remember to stay strong and be happy. Please don't come back, and have a great day. Bye-bye!
And gay pirate assassins.